And joining me is Penny Moore, and Penny is the Annual Fund Coordinator at the NSU Foundation, and we are glad to have you with us this morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. You look lovely in purple.
Oh, thank you.
Well, we wanted to bring you in today to talk a little bit about what's happening with the NSU Foundation, and I know there are some exciting things going on and things that are getting NSU engaged beyond the community and out into the world. So tell us a little bit about what you've got going on.
We've just recently started, in fact, we'll be kicking off in August, the NSU Student Foundation. And that's really going to start off with what we're calling a road trip. We're going to Baltimore, Maryland for a conference, a CASE conference for students in philanthropy. And that conference is August the 6th through the 8th. But we'll be driving out, myself and 3 students, 3 executive officers. Then on the way back, we'll make 6 alumni stops and do alumni visits, meeting alumni. The executive officers are going to take over the events, plan them, schedule them, talk with the alumni, be a part of that, help us in terms of cultivation. We're going to talk a lot about what's going on the campus, the new construction, the new events that are going on, the new activities, to really update them and sort of engage people on the East Coast, which we've not done, and I don't know that we've ever done it. This is pretty exciting for us.
So where are you stopping?
Well, we're going to stop first. Our first night we'll stop in Indianapolis, but that won't necessarily be for an alumni trip. There's a Center on Philanthropy there, so we want to spend some time there and get to know them. Then our next stop will be Baltimore for the conference, and then as soon as we leave Baltimore, our first alumni event will be Sunday night, August the 9th, my birthday, for Washington, D.C. And we'll be doing that. Then we'll go down to Charlotte, North Carolina and meet there, and we've already started to plan that event. We'll go up to Cherokee, North Carolina, because we have a lot of Western Cherokee in that area that are really anxious to meet us, and so we're going to spend some time with them.
Great.
Then we're going to head down to Atlanta and try to spend a day at Georgia Tech. They have a student foundation that is in fact one of the model student foundations used by CASE to help model to build your own. So we want to meet with them and learn from them. Then on the 13th of August we'll do an alumni event in Atlanta working with Terry Williams, who's one of our PLC graduates. Then from there we'll go to Nashville and spend some time in Nashville, spend the evening there. Then we'll go to Memphis and try to have lunch with one of our oldest alumni there. Then go on to Little Rock, and then we should be back into Tahlequah by the 16th of August. So we'll be going almost 2 full weeks.
That is a whirlwind tour.
Me and 3 students. It'll be a hoot. But we're pumped up. We're so excited about it. The students are excited. It's the first time we've had an opportunity to really cultivate and engage and motivate students for philanthropy on our campus. And the whole idea is to really educate the students about philanthropy and the importance of giving back. We want to use it as a catapult to help us really build a young alumni base, which we currently don't have a lot of. We have some, but we'd really like to do that and use these students' help with that. They'll take over the Senior Class Gift Project, which happens on campus. They'll also do a number of other events. And then ultimately, we'd like to build in some philanthropy curriculum and actually offer some credits on campus for philanthropy for those students that really want to move into that field.
Well, I think it's a really important field, and certainly it's something that younger people need educated in. You know, as someone who's worked in nonprofits throughout my life, I know that there's a section of people who are really, philanthropy is a part of who they are, and it's just a matter of acquainting these younger people with what it means to give back. I know they do a lot of volunteer hours, which is wonderful, but there's other ways to give back to the community and find a way to build it so that they don't have to sacrifice a lot. They just build it into the way they live. So
yeah, and I think it's important that they understand what philanthropy is. They need to understand how nonprofits work and how vital we as individuals are, and how giving back to the community in whatever way is really going to be essential to our future in terms of where we're headed as a global community. And so our students really need to understand that. So many of them actually are going to be in a position very soon to be able to get involved philanthropically once they graduate and further on, and even maybe from some endowments and trusts from their own family. They want to know how to do that and do it effectively. So we want to try to help them. Another exciting part, and I'm sorry to cut you off.
You just keep talking. You're doing great.
Student Foundation is ultimately our goal within the next 2 to 3 years is to build a fund so that we actually can grant back. So we're going to add a granting arm to that, and we're going to grant back funds on campus to student organizations so they can come to us, fill out a grant application, go through the process, and then we grant money back to those student organizations.
Great.
And we're going to do that in a number of ways, but one of them is our students, the executive officers, will actually be responsible for an endowed fund through the NSU Foundation, which is our umbrella, and they'll learn to invest that money and manage that fund
Wow.
as also part of their education and training through that. So we're really excited because we really think in the next 3 to 5 years we're going to see this really blossom into something pretty exciting. And it all starts off with the road trip. And I have one more plug.
Okay.
We have set up a Twitter account, we've set up a blog account, we've set up a Facebook, we've set up a playlist on YouTube. We're going to be taking video cameras, so we're going to be videoing the whole trip and uploading video every day to NSU, which is going to take them and put them out to our YouTube account. We're going to be, I've set up Twittering, so we'll be Twittering from my phone and my laptop. We'll be blogging every day. We'll be uploading pictures every day. We really want everybody on campus and in the community and alumni to really follow us because we want to make this a really big and exciting event.
Lots of tweeting.
A lot of tweeting, a lot of exciting stuff going on just to get people engaged so we start to get people interested in what we're doing and why this philanthropy and this student philanthropy is important.
I think that's just fabulous. I wish I could go back to school and be a part of this and learn all those things. We've got just a few more minutes to chat.
Wait a minute, I just have to say one thing. That's what I'm doing since I didn't do it. Now I'm living, what's the word? Living, through the students. I'm living through these students things I didn't get to do when I was a student. Vicariously. Thank you. I'm living vicariously through the students.
It is. That's a great part of being on a university campus, is getting a chance to go back and mold it the way you would have liked to have seen it, now that you know things, after living life. So,
I'm loving it.
Loving it. Gotta love when you love your job,
You do.
One last little plug. You were a part of Leadership Tahlequah class
12. We have a class sign.
I was class 10.
Yeah.
1.
And Patty was class 1. And you were voted honor graduate. So
Yes.
congratulations
Thank
to you
you.
on that. I know it's a wonderful program. I went through it and learned an amazing amount about the community that I was living in and that I'm living in, and I know that probably the same happened for you.
It was phenomenal. We made some of the most amazing friendships and relationships, and I was very flattered. It's been awesome, and I've told everybody that's willing to listen, if you haven't gone, you need to go, because it's a pretty amazing experience.
It really is. It's just eye-opening, and you feel more connected to the community.
Yeah.
So, well, Penny, thank you so much for stopping by and chatting with us, and we will be right back.